Breaking news once more from President Trump. In 52 hours time, approximately, we're going to have a brand new deadline, and this deadline can trigger Bitcoin volatility. What is this said deadline? What are my personal expectations? This is what I'm going to be covering here on today's video. We'll go through the Bitcoin price analysis, crude oil, and more. If this video sounds interesting, please do me a favor and destroy the like button, because we are here every single day providing you the best content in the crypto space, even when people have fled, all the tourists have vanished, and it's only us, the OG hodlers, that are still here in the game putting in full focus. With that said, let's switch over into the price of Bitcoin first, and then later go into the breaking news. Actually, happy Easter to everybody celebrating. I hope you have a great Easter. Bitcoin's prices on Easter have been pretty cool. It's been growing exponentially higher. 2012, it was $5, 2013, $93, so on and so forth. And then 2020, 7K. Huge jump to 2021, $58,000. In 2026, we're sitting at $67,000. I don't think it's pretty bad when you consider the macro, but in the short term, of course, we have our warnings. See, Bitcoin broke below the bear flag, got a retest, confirmed its existence, saw a drop very similar to the structure we experienced between November to Jan of 2026. You had Bitcoin retest, boom, go down, had another rally, and then saw a capitulation from the $90,000 down to the $60,000 price level. I want you to focus on one thing. Well, two things. Firstly, we have confirmed the bear flag. It exists. Even if you adjust the support line to match these price levels, you could. I don't think it's as strong of a bear flag then. I would keep it to there. However, let's say you did. Let's say you wanted to be more conservative with your TA. This price, regardless, looks weak. It's a weak looking price structure. So I want to keep it there. All right. You have a bearish continuation pattern forming within the bear flag. So the signs to me are not pointing towards a good area. I think that the probabilities of tagging 60K and going into the 50s are higher at this moment in time. This is just for the short term, though. This is for the short term technical analysis. When I think of the macro, I think it's a great time to be buying Bitcoin. I think it's a fantastic time to be buying Bitcoin if you're planning on holding for the next 4 years. Statistically, wherever you bought Bitcoin, whichever day you bought Bitcoin, if you held 4 years, you would be profitable. So the 67, $1.3 trillion market cap with everything that's happening is a bargain for me. We know the Pi cycle bottom is going to be hitting soon. So if 60K was not the bottom, I don't think it was. I think the bottom is coming in soon. I don't think it's going to be so far away from $60,000, and DCAing now to me makes sense. If you want to DCA into Bitcoin also, you can check out the links in the description down below to our partners LoveX, BTCC, Bybit to get the best bonuses available. And of course, on Bybit, you can buy crypto for the first time. On BTCC, you can actually go and trade things like crude oil. You can go ahead and trade things like gold and silver. So check it out in the links down in the description below. One final thing for the Bitcoin analysis, and then we'll get into President Trump. We can see that historically, Bitcoin has on the monthly 50 SMA, we've either retested it and went back up, or we went a little bit below it in the last cycle, but it always corresponds. The bottom always corresponds with a stochastic RSI trading at the 0.35 levels. Often you see a consolidation there. It's not like, okay, you hit the 0.35 and now back up you go. No, it doesn't work like that. You tend to see a consolidation and then the bottom comes in eventually. So given the fact that we're around the 50 SMA, I think we can come back to the 60. So it's tough to know exactly where the bottom is. 49K would be amazing given how important it is as a technical level. We'll see. I just don't think that I think the worst is over, but I think there is still some more time to go until we, escape from the bearishness. Michael Saylor, who announced that he basically bought more Bitcoin today, is claiming that the Bitcoin 4-year cycle is done and that now price is driven by capital flows. This is wrong. I respect Saylor, but if that was the case, then Bitcoin would be going up. Saylor has been buying a bunch of Bitcoin. If you go to saylortracker.com, if price was actually following the total amount of inflows, Like, Bitcoin should be rocketing right now. He's been doing some of the largest Bitcoin buys in his history, but price is dumping. So that already invalidates his statement. And secondly, he mentions that the 4-year cycle is dead. I think it will die at some point, but clearly with Bitcoin, we're doing the same thing over and over again. Like, it's always 1,064 days from bottom to top. That's repeated now 3 times. It's always from top to bottom 364 days. That's been repeated twice. And Bitcoin in every single cycle, including Genesis, topped out in Q4 of post-halving year. This mathematically validates that the 4-year cycles exist. So until they are broken, I think eventually they will be, we can't say that it is. Like, we just need to see it be broken first. So that wraps up my Bitcoin analysis. Altcoins on the day. I mean, this Siren, I have no idea what this Siren coin is, but it was up like 100% at one point today, something like this, and now it's crashed again. Ridiculous. I have no idea what it is. But yeah, I thought it was an interesting price move. All right, President Trump. Okay, a lot of developments from President Trump's side. At 7 hours ago, he mentioned that Tuesday will be power plant day and bridge day, all wrapped up in one in Iran, he says. He says there will be nothing like it and goes and says profanity. It's crazy. Like, it's a crazy message. It's totally unpresidential in my opinion. But on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time is the new deadline. The deadline has shifted. The original deadline was, I believe, for some point on Monday, but now the latest deadline for Iran to open the Strait of Hormuz and agree to the deal is Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. That is Wednesday, 4 a.m. my time, which I'm going to live stream. Again, no sleep this week. So this is what we're looking at. This is the brand new situation. I honestly have no idea if there will be an agreement, if there will not be an agreement. I just think that crude oil will pump tomorrow. That will result Bitcoin in the short term to dump, but I can't speculate on what's going to happen. It's impossible to do so. If they do hit power plants and bridges, then there will be a retaliation from Iran, of course, to neighboring countries, which would be a disaster. So we really don't want that to happen. Navy SEAL Team 6 commandos ejected US F-15E pilots from an operation in Iran. So America was able to get back their pilots, but technically, while doing so, they sent ground troops to Iran. President Trump in contrary, mentioned that he sees no need to send ground troop forces to Iran, but rules nothing out. I don't know. I really don't know. He says that Cuba is going to be next. I don't know, man. Honestly, it's been a very anxious time for us. It's been a very nonsensical time, illogical time for us. And at this point with geopolitics, I don't know what to think. I just believe that tomorrow crude oil will go up and it will have likely a negative impact on Bitcoin. So thank you for watching. Take care. Crazy week ahead. Friday is going to be the CPI data. CPI, oh man, it's going to come in horrible. I don't think a good week for the risk on markets is up ahead. Let's hope that I'm wrong. Thank you for watching. Take care. And as always, bye-bye.